Day begins at RDS. It's already been a lot of work. Going to explore. Oh, I don't want to do any work today, so instead, let's go adventuring. Doing beds? I'm here with Paul. We're going to do some adventuring. He's coming up with a very sporadic plan that is all over the place.
Sporadic?
What? Okay, how would you describe it?
I want to walk around the front and the back of the buildings on Broadway.
So we're going to hit it from the front and the back?
Yep.
Alright, currently just following Paul, going to check out the outside of some of these places over here that are soon to be demolished, as well as that place is soon to be demolished. What's going on, Paul? What are we working on here?
We're gonna picture.
Where are we at?
Oh, there it is.
Where are we at?
Look.
That's the
Look at that shot.
We are currently
Let's start over there and just walk around the whole thing. We're gonna freeze our asses off, but
yeah, here we are at the outside of City Church, City Methodist Church. The easiest of all exploration facilities. It should be gone soon, I think.
absolutely.
I think they're getting rid of it. So you got to come by and grab a few last shots. I love that angle.
My compadre and the guy who got me started doing all this, Don Tiva.
Yeah.
We're out here freezing our asses off on this one.
Yeah, it's very cold.
It's very cold and it's very windy, but we're gonna walk around
Okay, I got to remember to
the
shoot
whole
this
block
light
of
now.
Washington here, 5th and Washington, just to document it before they start knocking this stuff down. So here we go. Starting off with City Church. And I forgot I'm mic'd up too, so
You are mic'd up.
I
You're
forgot
narrating
about
my
that.
video.
I'm mic'd up to his video, but I'm also doing my video, so.
What do you
Right.
think? We've been here, what, 1,000,000 times?
If not a million and
This
one.
is an entrance that I think is often overlooked. I never even think about this
I mean,
one.
look at it close up, you know.
Yeah.
People go in it all the time, but do they actually walk around and look at all the little things like this?
Yeah, I mean, that stuff's gorgeous.
Look at that.
Oh, peeking through.
Look at the shots.
Okay, I'm celebrating being able to use my hand again. This is the first time I've done any filming and holding of the camera with my surgery hand.
All right, and here's the side. We have to
I'm
walk
gonna be
back
45 this year, Paul.
around. Huh?
I'm gonna be 45 this year.
Wow. I just turned 60. Look at that. It's Big Tone. Big shout out to you. And my brother Midwest Flesh and Diffie and, you know, all the guys.
Charlie Burgess.
Yeah, CB. The varicose veins. Urban varicose veins. Big Tone came up with that one. Yeah. You too, my man. I appreciate you.
Always. Careful, Paul. He just told you to be safe and you trip in a hole.
Yeah.
Way to not listen to solid advice from people in the neighborhood.
Oh, here. Man, we're gonna definitely be cold on this one. Look at the ground. That's how cold it is.
Yes, it's a little chilly out here.
And do you happen to have the temperature on your watch or something?
In my phone, you mean? You know, I think people underthink things because I often get accused of
go.
overthinking stuff, and I'm like, but
Look,
what are we looking at, Paul?
the garage.
Now, be
doors.
careful because snow tends
know,
to
but
cover
look.
holes.
Look,
Down to what?
look.
Like a garage door kind of thing? No, that's just the windows, I think. I think that's just like how the windows look down there. I
There's
don't
nothing
know that it was a
under 'em,
garage door, but that's kind of a cool idea if there was. Down underneath the street. And then this is just beyond destroyed. Not even, no interest in that.
We're out here checking out
Yeah, what is this? What does that say
The
right there? Missionary,
crumbling remain
Sterling
abandonment.
Missionary Baptist Church?
It was all kinds of things at one point, wasn't it?
Yeah, this is the old Methodist, or not Methodist. Is it Methodist Church?
Oh, St. Mary.
No, St. Mary Methodist
is one
Hospital.
over by the police station. City Methodist.
City Methodist, that's what it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, we're just out here doing a walk around today. Just Paul and I.
Freezing.
Mr. Storm as I affectionately refer to him as, because he's older than me.
I've never heard you call me Storm.
I said Mr. Storm.
Oh, you refuse
Senior
to
Storm.
Sometimes you get out here when I get out here by myself, it's so exciting that it's dangerous, and it's an addiction that
what are you talking about over there?
You don't.
Wow, that's gorgeous. Wow. I'll take a screen grab of that for you, Paul. Looks great.
And inside there,
is it still open in the back here, Paul? It is.
I've been, yeah,
there's
probably.
that hole in the wall there. That was how I got in the last few times. Well, before that was wide open over there.
There's a printing press. It used to be a printing press. Yeah, remember the old printing press? Burke Printing. That's.
You said this is a printing press?
Yeah. The old safe over there. Yeah, remember this right here?
Let me open up this thing.
You remember
I do not remember this, no.
Huh?
I do not remember this.
Look, this printing press right here. I don't have my light on, but.
Yeah, and I got my thing on here.
Yeah, we've been in here.
Oh, yeah. Long time ago.
There's
I remember using a red light with that.
Look, somebody had to work really hard. I remember Seeker was trying to flip that thing and he almost killed himself.
Oh, trying to get into the safe?
He's trying to flip it. Somebody flipped it on its side.
Huh.
I mean, look at that. Yeah, these are not going to be around much longer. And I wanted to make sure that I got a final walk around, look at them. A lot of people getting, me and Joe was talking about it, and I say, a lot of people, you see a little bit of the buildings, and you see the whole inside, but nobody ever really walks around and catches the outside.
Paul doesn't remember to
it.
get exterior shots. It's called establishing shots, Paul. You got to tell people where you are.
I'm in Gary.
And here we are.
He said establishing shots.
Now this is still open, right?
Yeah, they use it for the municipal buildings right here.
What?
The municipal building, like in front of Genesis Center.
Right.
And across Street City Hall.
Yeah, because I parked up in there. I remember them coming in there like, what are you parked up here for?
Look at the conditions of it, but I've seen people actually coming in and out of here.
Oh, on this side?
Yeah. Look at the old lamppost bottom.
That's pretty ornate.
That's how they used to be back in those days, man.
Yeah, that's pretty ornate for a lamppost.
All right, here we are on Broadway. The county building right there, City Hall right there.
Yeah, we got the Genesis Center, which appears to have some new graffiti on it, right above the sign there. It looks like it says ALM3, and then.
They really need to do something with this building. They can't tear this one down.
I don't know what they're going to do with that place.
They got to do something with it.
It's massive in there, and it's just
fitting. It's a huge building. There's something that can be done with it.
It is particularly cold out here. Hands frozen. Paul's worried about heights for some reason. I'm worried about hands and fingertip feeling. I just had this surgery to regain feeling in my hand. I don't want to lose it permanently from the potential frostbite of the stinging Gary air on a lovely Sunday morning.
It's a good explorer, though, right?
Yeah.
Capture it one last time.
I was going to tell you what's going on today, but we have our tour guide Paul here.
I'm mic'd up, and I keep forgetting he's got me mic'd up.
Everybody's hearing your lovely soliloquy up there.
Soliloquy?
Your monologue. Your monologue.
You know, there's a lot of the C-class students in here, man. You don't need to use big words
am I using $5 words? My bad.
$5 word. Look at the old camera hanging.
Oh, the security cam?
Yeah. Look at icicles. That's how cold it is.
It's cold enough to form icicles.
There's one right there too, look. This is behind the Burke.
You think any of these cameras are still hooked up?
That one might be.
To what? Isn't the other side of this building what we walked in?
It's hooked up to the pole.
To the pole.
You asked if anything's hooked up. Watch your step, brother.
Yeah, the top of that is like falling apart. Look at the brick.
Yeah.
I mean, look at this side of the brick. Holy crap. Like, how is that even standing anymore? Look at the glass sticking out the side. don't know if you can see that, but I'm standing in front of some of the most messed up windows and brickwork I've ever seen. I don't know how the building is still standing around that
Church.
stuff. Don Tiva here live at church on a Sunday. These are the only ones I can find that will allow me in. They don't even technically allow me in because I'm exploring it illegally, but the bottom line is, visit church on Sunday. It's good for you. It's healing for the soul. Clarity, you know? What were we talking about? Don Tiva, Don't Have a News. Not the most fascinating bit of exploring, but I think this footage is genuinely interesting because this thing will be torn down. And then here we are, left with just an empty plot of land where all this gorgeous used to be. Oh, that's the way in. Oh, hey there. I don't think I've ever walked in the back way.
This place is crazy, isn't it?
Yep.
Look at that. Just hanging on too, man.
What's over this area? I don't even think I've ever looked down there.
So
Oh, that's the basement area, but from up here. Fair enough.
It's a different perspective, man.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever really walked around the backside like this.
You gotta set up your shot.
What?
You gotta set up the shot.
Sup the shot?
Set up the shot.
Set up the shot?
Yeah.
Okay.
See? That's not
Yeah, Paul just found like a ticket window for the,
something.
I would imagine. Where do those stairs go?
Look, there's a door.
Where do the stairs go up to?
There used to be a
though?
light right over it. See over the
But
door?
the theater's all the way over there.
Oh, this is the church.
Oh, for
behind
the church.
Yeah.
You think they wouldn't sell tickets to get into a church?
They might have special things
Maybe
going on.
that's why it closed.
Was the Gary Hotel.
Doing
Now it's
beds?
the Gary Housing Authority
Excuse me, Paul.
office.
Excuse me. Doing beds? Okay, continue.
Chilling. All right.
No, you don't answer for the birds. It's like now when I talk to Pilot, Michelle answers in a dopey voice. Oh, I don't know, Dad. I'm like, I'm just talking to the dog. He's not supposed to answer. Still one of the more
Washington.
fascinating buildings that we've ever got to explore,
2025. Cold morning.
despite whatever Paul's saying. This is as wide of a shot as I can get here of this place.
Whew. Oh.
Where are you in such a hurry to go?
You want me to do the finisher?
Where are we going?
Do the finisher.
The finisher?
Yeah, finishing off the video.
Oh, is this the end?
Make sure you hit that like, subscribe for the Steel City Storm.
Or don't?
Or don't. See you next video.
Or don't ever. That's what I meant to say. I just went to warm my hands up, and I can't help but wonder, when did my hands become all wavy and wrinkly when it's cold? Am I 80? Am I dying, Paul? Paul.
Getting old.
Let me see your hand. You think somebody's coming to say hi, Paul? Just in case. Never know. It's bumping out here today. Today it's hopping.
Hey, what's happening? We just walked around, man. It's so cold. We've been there quite a few times. Hey man, I'm still seeing Storm. Yeah, what's up?
Paul, of course, has to be filming when
that.
somebody
Hold on.
recognizes him.
Okay.
You're giving out free merch, Paul. What do you
go,
expect? Just stopped in the middle of the road in Gary because that's how it works when people recognize you, I guess. They recognize Paul's van and him, and they're like, oh, I've seen your stuff too. So we got on and took a picture. Dude's landing his drone over there. A lot of people out today. That was the guy that didn't say hi that you waved at
He's
for the
pulling
second
in.
time.
Look, he knows who I am.
Paul just doing his paper route, waving to everyone on the way. Anybody remember Norton that I flew my drone over and through recently? Well, a couple months ago? Gone. This is what it looks like when there was a school there and now there isn't. I mean, is it better? Sure.
Absolutely.
But would I love the school to be there still? Yes.
Way back in the back by the tree line. Look, still got swings back there. See 'em?
Oh yeah, the playground is still back there, sort of. A little bit. Yeah, I see it. The Russian church is gone completely.
I gotta document this.
I mean, they even got rid of the wrought iron fencing.
Yeah.
Wow. Somebody must have bought the building after that video I did on the front porch, offering to sell it.
Over here. Did quite a few videos on there. I'll show you the last one I did, and one's where it was actually standing still, but it's set right here, and now it's gone. Out here along with Don Tiva.
Yeah, we got Paul here giving a little narration for the Russian Orthodox Church, which is now gone.
Set right here. It was a creepy one too, but now it's gone. And that's that.
Yep, the end. I always wanted to get the last shot at a place with snow falling on an empty lot. Like, I want that for every building that gets torn down.
And we were just out riding around about, and we seen it. I was like, look, it's gone.
Yep.
And just like that, it's gone. It's gone. Lost time.
Yep.
Don Tiva.
Storm. In the steels. In the steel shitty.
For whatever was here. Never did figure out, never really looked into it, what was there. Had to be some kind of park field, I think a football field, or who knows.
Some of the houses and buildings are still pretty, nice looking.
Yeah, I mean, look at the brick on this building. Look at that. Can you imagine all these houses, none of them abandoned, all looking like that? It had to be the place to be back in the day. Too bad a lot of people didn't go out videotaping a lot of these, like these old buildings.
I know, like back before we even thought to explore.
Yeah.
I would love to see, like I said, Frable would have been a cool one to see.
Yeah.
These are just random buildings.
And there's nothing, you can't find nothing on Frable either.
What are you to do when the building you want to check out is on a one-way street and you are turning on the wrong way?
Go one way, just in reverse.
Just go, yeah. This was a Family Dollar, as you can see. The sign's still there in the pile. Yikes. Oh, this is the Family Dollar parking lot, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that this was over here. I'm like, you got some balls driving over the snow.
Yeah.
Let's see, what does it say? A lot of bricks, red lining. Bricks can be recycled. Neighbors dumping garbage here. Oh, they're just kind of ratting on what the situation is. I get it.
That's an urban shot right there, man. Boom. Yikes, where in the hell are we? Look at that. Get on the far side of the street. Look at that money show at the Family Dollar. Security.
Got somebody else up there stealing your idea, Paul. Backing up down the one-way. Another reverse on a one-way.
Yep.
Wow, we need to back up out of here, so we're just gonna...
See how it came back and bit me in the ass right there?
Uh-huh. Been to a lot of gas stations. I have never been able to see the pump before. Grocery store. Picked up stuff. I'm making sliders tonight. Like proper White Castle sliders. We'll see how they go. Just threw the sliders in the oven there. Got the buns and pickles and cheese. And then also making some sort of potatoes in the shell whipped up.
Are you setting up all by yourself? Hi, Josephine. Hi. Is that funny?
So, thing from yesterday that I didn't discuss, I went to use the bathroom, my stomach was just like all of a sudden in knots. And then I sit down on the toilet, and then I just start pouring sweat. It felt like I was going to die, and I thought I was going to throw up. Did not end up throwing up. Everything calmed down once I took my jacket off and cooled down a little bit and dried my face with the freaking thing. I don't know what it was. I thought maybe I was getting sick, but I feel fine afterwards, so who knows? Anybody get sick for 3 minutes? Front of office mopped. Michelle mopping with the baby. Out here looking at the birds, and I'm like, are they alive? No, it's the bird noises are coming from in here. Yeah, there's the birds. Do it, bird. Why are you making so much noise? I'm out here messing with the Govee lights because these work, and we had to buy an adapter to try to plug it into the next strand because it won't power it. But then when I plug it into the adapter, it shuts off the first strand, meaning it's overloading the power. So I'm like, well, let me just go up and get the original power cord for that one. It's too windy. I go get the original power cord for that one, and I go to plug it in, and it's male to male. But the previous cord ends with female, so presumably the other end of that one is male. So how's that one plugging into the wall? But the next one, male-to-male adapter? So they're going to call you back and let you know if you have AIDS or not?
I already know I do, so it don't even matter.
Financial AIDS.
Whoa! Oh my goodness. Well, okay.
Cheese challenge?
No, he's too little for a cheese.
No, they just pop the slice of cheese on their face.
I know, I said she's too little.
Oh! And 3. Oh.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go!
Wow.
3, 2, 1.
Oh my goodness. That's the funniest thing ever.
Ready? 3, 2, wait. 3, 2, 1.
Well, are you ready to see this go from almost dark to podcast ready? Hey Siri, turn on the lights.
Oh, I wasn't that ready.
The fill light failed to respond.
It's like a backup generator failing.
Just got to say what's up to Pablo from Argentina for joining our podcast and not joining the podcast, but watching the podcast and commenting. If anybody comments in here and it's a reasonable amount of people, I will shout them out. Carry on. Michelle in her Zoom meeting phase here, doing the podcast with no pants on. I'm not going to cut to you. Nobody saw it on the podcast. I just thought it was funny. It's like a Zoom meeting. Like you forget, you stand up and you're wearing boxers. What are you doing, Pilot? What's going on over here with you and the bone? Huh? What are you doing with the bone? I mean, I barely noticed you touched me as you got onto the couch.
Right? He jumps like a feather and he doesn't even make it known.
Yes, he's barely putting any pressure on my leg here. This is the only part he's touching me.
He's so smart. He knows how to be sneaky.
Yeah, oh, good, sneaky boy. Now, not that I have anything else to be doing at 10 o'clock, but I've become blizzard maker. Ever since I had to do a stupid bit about blizzards and learn how to make blizzards, now I have to make blizzards all the time. Guess there's deer by the fire pit. It's kind of dark and shooting through a screen, but maybe they're back there.
All these memories in my mind, my mind. I'm still a secret lemonade drinker.